What is the biggest life-changing event in my life? What has really the most impacted my life? This question is brought forward by Brittany Rose on my Quora page on my website. Brittany, this is an amazing question. I am a fitness expert from ONU Fitness, a life coach, a strength and conditioning specialist, and a public speaker. And I will tell you right off the bat, I remember specifically and clearly what changed my life, or one of the most dominant experiences. Back in 2001, I was competing in martial arts in WTF, World Taekwondo Federation. I was an American-style kickboxer and a Taekwondo fighter in tournament fighting. And I just come back from Cancun, Mexico, from a week long of partying, because that's what you do when you're young and irresponsible. And I was a great athlete. I was always strong. I was always fast. I never had a problem with discipline of exercising and training. I showed up 5 days a week. But something interesting happened in my life. As soon as I came back, my teacher, my sensei, my master said that I'm signing you up to enter the ring and fight. And what ended up happening was I denied it. He said, well, there is a doors if you don't want to fight. I go, well, I'm not ready, I need more training time. He said, that's what competing is for, it's for training time. So back then I didn't quite get it, because I was a student, I wasn't a coach. Right now, at this point in my life, I'm a leader, I'm a coach. So I went and fought, and I lost, and it took a big blow on my ego, and I lost. And regardless of the fact why I lost, because it's back then martial arts was like a concrete jungle. You know, you are paired up with anyone, doesn't matter weight class. If you're blue belt, yellow belt, orange belt, red belt, they will pair you with anyone that shows up. And if it's a short edge of fighters, they'll pair you up with a black belt, and you got to go out and fight. And what ended up happening was I lost, and I went back the next day and I handed my uniform in and my belt, and I said, I'm no longer interested in competing in the sport. The sport is not for me. I'm okay. I'm going to walk away. And my sensei, my master, we still don't make masters anymore these days, he sat me down, he closed the doors, and he asked me, why? And I said, look, it's just not my sport. I'm going to go stick with soccer, football. And he's like, no, tell me the truth, why? And he broke me down. He would not accept no for an answer. So I told him the truth. I said, I am afraid of losing. I am fearful of losing. And I never want to lose again. I never want to fail again. And he said to me, he said, welcome to your real training. Those were his words. He goes, now your training is beginning, because you're going to go back out there and you're going to face your fear, your failure, and you're going to learn from what you did wrong and what you didn't do. And if you don't do this, and if you quit now, you're going to end up quitting everything else in your life. At the time, I didn't believe it, but I went by blind faith. I took his word, I adopted his word. I went back in the ring. I took it up seriously, because my failure had given me more than just muscle, physical muscle. It had given me soul muscle. It had given me heart muscle, and it had given me a desire to never ever be afraid of failure. Long story short, I went in, I won my first gold medal, and I won 6 consecutive gold medals in the ring in several divisions. And now, 14, 15 years later, even though I'm retired, I haven't competed in fighting, and that's fighting in life. I've got my own business. I employ a couple of personal trainers on my team. I do public seminars and speaking. I'm a full-fledged life coach, and I help people empower their lives and transformation through fitness, lessons learned in life, and whatnot. And the one thing I would say is, it's that failure and many other failures that I've had, and I fail every day and I welcome my failures, whether it's me bench pressing, squatting, or in business or in personal relationships. I will always welcome my failures, and that failure was the starting point to my journey and founding the business I have right now, which is called Own You Fitness. So check us out on Instagram, Own You Fitness, or my website is ownyouFitness.net. And if you have ever any questions about life coaching, personal training, transformation, empowerment, feel free to drop me a note personally, and one of my trainers will pass it on to me. Good luck with your journey.